Pisces, what up though? It's Tarot King the Prophet back with another Crown King Tarot presentation. About to do a January forecast for Pisces, January 2022. Doing it out of my semi truck. You know, usually I'm in the basement in my altar room, doing it up out my altar room. But yeah, I'm on the road today. Right now I'm in Williamsburg, Kentucky. I just did a Scorpio video. I didn't know where the fuck I was at. I was just like, yeah, I'm just in the border of Kentucky. I just crossed the border of Kentucky. But I'm in Williamsburg, Kentucky right now. Last night I was in Jacksonville, Florida. The other night I was, somewhere else. I don't know where the hell I was at. But I'm in Williamsburg, Kentucky tonight. About to do this forecast for Pisces. Right now, I'm gonna start the reading out. Before I start the reading out, I felt like it was something new that I was gonna start doing. First off, let you know, I did my prayer. You know, I prayed to the ancestors. I prayed to God, to the all. Well, prayed for the ancestors. Prayed to God. You know, just told them all the things that I was thankful for, including the vision and the sight to look into these cards and to help lead and give you guys direction for those that need it, for those that it relates to. So what I've been doing, I've been using this Moonology Oracle deck to pick which sign that I'm gonna do next. Okay, last was Scorpio, then Libra, Virgo, Leo, all that. And up next after this, no sign on that one. No sign on that one. Come on now. New moon in Taurus. So I'll be doing Taurus next. But right now we on Pisces. We're gonna get Pisces out the way. I start all my readings out with a card from the Moonology Oracle deck. I call it a fortune cookie. Fortune cookie. Alright. So let me shuffle these up. I've already shuffled all these cards, but I'm gonna shuffle them again in front of you so you know I don't know okie dokie shit. Alright. So here we go. Alright. Let's see what we got for Pisces in the Moonology Oracle deck. I wish I'd have pulled this. It's that season. Full moon in Capricorn. The end of a rough cycle approaches Pisces. Full moon in Capricorn. Alright, let's see. I'm trying to get around to that Capricorn. 5. 5 is your number, Pisces. Full moon in Capricorn. The end of a rough time approaches. The end of a tough cycle approaches. I'm sorry. Full moon in Capricorn. Pisces. How hard are you willing to work for what you want? This card is reminding you that effort is required. Work issues may be about to come to a head when this card comes up. If you are wondering if you should stay in your job or leave, this card can be a strong sign to make an exit. The end of a rough time is forecast. This card also asks you to consider how ambitious you are and whether you're prepared to pull out all the stops to make your professional dreams come true without being ruthless. With a love question, this card can be a call to face reality. Whatever situations you're asking about, making a plan will help. If your personal life is troubled, prioritize it more. So they want Pisces to be so Capricornic like. The attune to the moon is release control and trust the universe, Pisces. Release control and trust the universe. And the teaching is the full moon in Capricorn has a very strong work ethic and energy and will more than likely come up when you're asking about a professional question. If your question is about another matter, it will serve as a much needed reminder to move through any feelings of hopelessness you may have been feeling about your situation. And this applies no matter when you draw the card. Making a plan is a far better use of your time, Pisces. The end of a tough cycle approaches for Pisces. Sounds good to me. All right. So for those that know, I use the Wildwood Tarot deck. Tarot, it's not exactly regular tarot, but it's still tarot. All right. I have a little deck. I have a big deck. They're both the exact same deck, but I use the big deck to lay out the main general energy of the reading. That's what we're really running off of. That's what everything should relate to. Then we use it to get a energy for the past, present, and the future. Then we use the little deck and we go back and clarify the past, present, and the future. And then we come back around and get a summary with the little deck for the past, present, and future. Then last but not least, we come back around to the big deck and get a final message from the universe. All right? Filming on 2 cameras. I'm on YouTube and Facebook. Facebook, as soon as this broadcast is done, I'm going to give you a few minutes to check it out. Tap the link in there and get to the YouTube site and check out the videos that's in there. I got Leo, Libra, Virgo, and Scorpio right now. And after I get done, I have Pisces. All right, Taurus is next. And but this Facebook one will be deleted. All right. So without further ado, let's go ahead. I already shuffled. I won't do it like this. I already shuffled, but I'm going to shuffle again. All right. Let's see what we're going to come up with for Pisces. This main general energy for Pisces. January 2022. Oh, we have one fall out. We have the 10 of arrows in reverse. This is the card of instruction. This is about not being tripped up, not falling for the okie doke. For my old school Pisces, this is not falling for the banana in the tailpipe. Only my old school Pisces probably gonna get that one. That old, what is it, Beverly Hills Cop with Eddie Murphy? I'm old for that shit, huh? Yeah, I know. Yeah, but this is about not being tripped up, you know what I mean? Going your own way, not following up behind everybody, just kind of just doing your own thing, you know what I mean? Not falling for the banana in the tailpipe. You know, if you guys know what the banana in the tailpipe is from the old Beverly Hills Cop movie, with Eddie Murphy, super old movie, like the 80s or some shit like that, very early 90s or something like that. You know, he was trying to get away from some undercover police, or from some police. I don't know if they was undercover, I don't remember. But he put a banana in their tailpipe. You know what I mean? And so when they tried to pull off, their car just started out. He just rolled past, laughing, cheesing and shit, threw a peace sign up at him. You know what I mean? They saw him again. They're just like, we're not going to fall for the banana in the tailpipe. He was just like, you're not going to fall for the banana in the tailpipe. It goes on and on. All right. Ooh, look like I'm losing my signal on this Facebook page. See if it comes back. Oh, I hope it comes back. If it don't come back, all right, anyway, so for my YouTube watchers, here we go. We go to past, the present, and the future for Pisces, all right? So in the past, we have the 8 of Stones in reverse. This is getting out there in the past, just, you know, not staying in the house, working on your skill, you know what I'm saying? Like in the house, you know, right side up, you're at the drawing board. You know what I mean? I want to point out this is the word 8 and not the number 8. 8 is just like a 1. Any way you flip it, it's still an 8. 8 is about a connection. Okay, but this is the 8 in reverse. So this is about being disconnected. You know what I mean? You're not hiding out, you're just out there showing off your work. You know what I'm saying? Work, and you're just out there just doing it. You know what I mean? You're not sitting at home, you're not honing in on your skills, you're not at the drawing board, none of that shit. You're just out there, just work. Okay, that's what this is about. This is about skill. It's about a career. It's about working. You know what I mean? But it's not sitting in your cave working, putting shit together. It's just you're out there just showing everybody what it is you can do, what it is that you have. Okay? Coming to the present, this is sort of an adolescent energy. You know what I mean? Not an immature, childish energy, not this mature, super duper mature energy. This is working on being mature, but kind of just like having a little bit of freedom, doing what it is that you want with this Knight of Bows right here. This is an action card. It's a fire card, fire energy. Okay, your water energy, but this is a fire energy. All right, fire and water make steam. I just kind of just threw that out there. But this is about a fox. This is about being clever. You know, the fox was the one that got the gingerbread man. He was smooth as hell with that shit. Got the gingerbread man, ate the little cookie dude up and shit, you know. But this is about being clever, making smarter moves. You know what I mean? Being pretty. Foxes are very beautiful animals. You know what I mean? They're worth a lot. They're worth a lot to people. You know, if you go get a fox fur, not FAUX, because I know some of y'all be off into that shit, FAUX, it's a little cheaper. But if you go get that FOX fur, you're going to spend some nice little money on it. That fox fur is worth a lot. You know what I mean? So that's just you. That's just you. You're worth a lot. You know what I mean? You may be worth a lot to people. Okay? You're worth a lot to those that come around you. You know what I mean? But this is about being smarter than that. This is about knowing your worth. knowing that you're worth a lot, you know what I mean, being clever, being smart, and probably fooling some of these people who want you for their own, probably, I don't want to say selfish needs, because they could just really just genuinely need you, you know what I mean, but maybe you are worth more to them than what they can afford. You know what I mean? If that makes sense to you. Sometimes they need to work for themselves. You know what I'm saying? To have something for themselves. Coming to the future, you have the 20, the Great Bear in reverse. This is a major arcana card. This is a major card, okay? You got the 0 and the 2. You got the 0. No matter which way you flip a 0, it's still a 0. And that's the all. That's the symbol of God. The 0 with a dot in the middle usually. You know what I mean? But it's the O. You know what I mean? It's the God. It's the all in here. You got the 2 right here. The 2 usually means having choices, making decisions or something like that, something split, okay? But you turn it in reverse, and it's something that has come together. It's a 1. You know what I mean? It's not 1 as in beginning of something, but 1 in as in there is no choice in the matter. There is no other decision. And it's funny because this card right here, the Great Bear, is about making a choice. You know what I mean? But it's in reverse. I mean, I'm sorry. It's about being judged, you know, but it's in reverse. So I want to say it's about you judging. You know what I mean? You judging your situations, people, whatever it is, your time. You're judging something here. We're going to go to the small deck right here. And we're going to get a little clarification and see what Pisces has up their sleeve. Okay? I got a little goosebumps. It's been a while since I did tarot and got goosebumps, but that's not really to say much because I hadn't done a lot of tarot lately. You know, this is the most tarot I've done in a long time. You know, this is my 5th sign. You know, 5th sign in the last 4 or 5 days. So that's a lot for me recently, lately. That fell face down, so it don't count. All right, let's get this clarification. All right, so going into the past. 1, 2, 3. Look at that right there. It's funny because the same card that you got for the future, this Great Bear in reverse, you got it in the past, but we ain't there yet. So you got this 2 of Arrows, the card of injustice in reverse. You know what I mean? This is you taking the blindfold off, knowing, like I said, you know, knowing your worth. You know what I'm saying? Knowing what it is that you're worth. Knowing that you're worth a lot to people. It's almost just like, and it's the card of justice. It's almost like you're justifying your action, justifying what it is that you do for people. You know what I'm saying? And it's funny because I think this Great Bear right here and this Great Bear right here has 2 different meanings. Okay? I think this is you not being judgmental, you not judging situations, okay? With this Great Bear in reverse, you know what I'm saying? And you're doing things because it feels like to you, you have no choice in the matter. Remember, this is the energy of just the 8 of Stones in reverse, being disconnected and just out here work. That's all you know, work. You know what I mean? But you justify what it is that you do for people, and you're not being judgmental of it. And in all actuality, it does not make you happy. You have the 7 of Vessels right here. All your bowls are empty. You find in the end that you don't have what it is that you need for yourself. And that's the card of mourning. You know what I mean? Not mourning like early in the day, mourning like, you know what I mean? And that's how you kind of find yourself in this energy, Pisces. You know what I mean? You just work, put in all the work. You know what I mean? And then you justify why you're doing that. You know what I mean? You know your worth. You know who you are. You know that you are worth what you're worth. Maybe it's the fact that you know your worth that makes you feel like you have to do and do. Okay? It's funny, too, because I know a Pisces that's like that. That just feels like they just have to do and do for everybody. And all they do is work. I know a couple Pisces like that, honestly. We find out Pisces out here working. Alright, but you got the Great Bear right here, like I said, and I think that's you just not being judgmental. You know what I mean? You just kind of just accepting everyone's energy here, and in the end, it kind of leaves you mourning, sad, and down and out, feeling like you're missing something for yourself. Coming to the present, you got this Knight of Bows right here. Remember, that's about being clever, knowing, being worth a lot. You know what I'm saying? So, coming to the present, here you are, the Knight of Bows, Fox, is followed by the 5 of Bows, another action energy. You know what I mean? This is about the grass being greener on the other side. You know what I mean? I think you're kind of going into a different kind of mind state, you know, kind of just Jump into the other side. Jump into where the grass is greener out here, deciding to go ahead and rock out with your cock out, especially being followed by this Queen of Bows right here. Queen of Stones, I'm sorry, this Queen of Stones right here, stepping out, you know what I mean, seeing what it is that's out there, and possibly, I imagine, for you, you know what I'm saying, and you have this Three of Arrows right here in reverse, you know what I'm saying, getting out your mind. I kind of feel like the things that is that you have been missing, you kind of been, you to some extent, it's not like you were really in your feelings about it. You were missing it because you just wasn't doing it. You know what I mean? But you're watching everybody else enjoy their self, and to some extent, you became jealous of the things that they were able to do that you weren't doing for yourself. If that makes sense to you. You know what I mean? And I think all that has gone away. I think to this point right here in the present, I think you're starting to just do what it is that you want for yourself. You know, you're starting to say no to people. Maybe, I don't know, maybe you're not saying no. You know what I mean? But you're including yourself now, and I don't think that this was really something that you did in the past, because at the end of the past, you were just mourning all these things that you were doing. You know what I mean? It was just like you was missing out. And now in the present, you're rocking out with your cock out, seeing what's out there. You know what I mean? And you just letting go of all transgressions. Let's go into this future and see if we can tie this story together. Okay, the future is not judging. Okay, I think you kind of go back into this past energy. Remember I said earlier that these Great Bear were different energies? Well, maybe they're the same energy. You know what I mean? And this right here, which was in the minors, back here, comes to the majors, the main energy up here in the future. You know what I mean? I think maybe possibly you end up feeling guilty. You know what I mean? Because this is the card of healing, and it's in reverse. It's the Seven of Stones. You know, this is about seven right side up. To me, is like the divine and being grounded all in one. You know, heaven and earth all in one. But you reverse that, you know what I mean? It's just like removing the divine, you know, and not listening to the divine, not listening to your ancestors or whatever, and being ungrounded. And once again, this is the card of healing. You know, this is the earth energy, and this is the card of healing. And I think, and it's in reverse, you know what I mean? So it's like you're not healing. It's like you never, like right here in this present, you tried it. You know what I mean? Thinking the grass was green on the other side to get out there and do for yourself. But once you got out there and did that, I kind of feel like you were just like, this just ain't for me. You know what I mean? Especially with this Two of Stones right here, following the card of healing in reverse. The card of healing in reverse is not healing. Not healing. And this the Two of Stones right here, this is a card of fighting yourself, facing challenges. You know what I mean? It's almost like you're hurting yourself by trying to be for yourself, by trying to be for you. And you're just like, I can't just keep doing for me. You know what I mean? I can't just keep, I have to do for these people that I've done for, or do these things that I've, you know what I mean? Work. You know what I'm saying? But it's not just work for you. It's work for everyone in here in this situation. And then, unfortunately, right here, we have the wheel in reverse. You know what I mean? This is about being incomplete. This is about the all beginning to come in. And I think in sometime in the future to help build you, to help you start this cycle in a different manner, in a different way. One is the beginning. One is the start of something. You know what I mean? This is about not being tripped up. I think you feel like you owe, Pisces. I think you feel like you owe whoever is around you. You know what I'm saying? Like you owe to pay off some karma or some shit like that. But I think you know your worth, and I think that you feel like you have to share it with everyone. You know, and it's almost a burden for you. It's almost burdensome for you in this past right here. You know what I mean? There's something that you're mourning, that you're missing, you know, out of life, and you're trying to get it right now in this present. You're trying to get it. You know what I mean? But it's almost like your heart really, in all actuality, is not even in it. You know, it's hard for you to be selfish. It's hard for you to be for yourself. You know, and then, but the problem with that is, you know, it's okay to go out here and do for others and all this other shit, you know, but it makes you feel bad. You know what I mean? It makes you feel some sort of way of out here just putting your energy out here and and doing for so many other people, and probably no one, I don't see anything in here where anyone is doing anything for you. And you know what you do back here in this past? You justify it. You justify it. You see what it is that you're out here doing. You see this, and you still, even though it does not make you feel some kind of way, feel good, it makes you still do it. You know? And when you try to be selfish and you try to be for yourself, you find yourself not able to do it. You find yourself doing something for everybody, probably but yourself. Probably but yourself. You have challenges that you face. You face the challenge, not judging them. You face the challenge, and sometimes maybe you need to step up and judge them accordingly. You know who you are. You know your worth. But what do they have? What are they doing with themselves, right? What are they offering you? What are they offering themselves? Fuck what they offering you. What are they offering themselves? It's almost like they're depending on you to be their provider, Pisces. Let's go into the past, present, and future for a summary. Remember I said the universe is about to step in. The all is about to step in. In this past, you had this green woman in reverse. You know what I mean? That's just like not feeling like yourself, not being able to, not like I said, it's like you're doing something for everybody else, but nobody's doing nothing for you. You know what I mean? And the green woman is a creator. You know what I mean? She starts things off. She bursts things. You know what I mean? But in this past, I think it makes you feel, even though you know that you're so much worth, you're the fox. You're the fox. You got the fox fur. You're worth so much. But I think you know this, but I think it's not even so much that you don't feel it. You know what I mean? It's just the fact that you're not really doing anything with it for you. You know what I mean? You're not being the green woman for yourself. Remember, these characters are completely androgynous. You can be a male or a female, okay? But you're not being this green woman for yourself. You're tired of serving. You're tired of serving, putting everybody on the pedestal like you would a king. You know what I mean? You're tired. You're just tired of doing that, and you're not really feeling like creating anymore in this past. You know what I mean? That's why you come to this present, and you're trying to do things for yourself, but you find yourself right here with this page of arrows, and this, you feel like you're being childish. You know what I mean? But you're trying to hang in there, but you're trying to do things for yourself and only for yourself. But when you do that shit, it feel like it's just not right for you. You feel like you being selfish. You feel like you being childish. You know what I mean? But that's not the story. It's not so. It's just how you feel. It's a mind thing for you, Pisces. Okay? Coming into the future, you have this 21 here, the world tree, right? This is having choices, beginning, but this world tree is coming to the end of a cycle. Okay, I believe that that's all this is right here for you, Pisces. It's just a cycle. Okay, and this is about coming to the end of a cycle. And with the end of a cycle, there's always a new beginning. I think the all is going to take you because you feel incomplete. You are incomplete in this cycle. But I think the all is going to take you and make you quit justifying things that you do. Just work, and not gaining anything out of it for yourself. You're gaining. You have, but that's part of the problem. The fact that you have, you feel like you have to do for others with it. It's like having a goddamn Kit Kat and there's 6 people around you and you give their ass a break. And then you look up and you only got like a little piece of Kit Kat for yourself. You can't even have a whole one. You got to break it, you know what I mean? And give people shares and shit. Kit Kats ain't very filling to begin with. But here you are giving everybody a piece of your Kit Kat bar. Maybe you should just keep your Kit Kat bar to your motherfucking self. You know what I mean? And quit just doing for everybody. Quit putting yourself out there because it's you that's out here that work. And everybody sees this because you're not keeping it to yourself. Everybody sees what it is that you have, and they're taking advantage of it and taking you for granted. And right here in this present, I think you try to I think you try to bring it all to yourself and keep it all to yourself, but as you do it, you just think, you feel like you're trying to get over. You know what I mean? You feel like you're the one that's being the fox, the one that's being sneaky, the one that's trying to be clever and all that shit. And you feel like you're rocking out with your cock out. You feel like you're stepping out. In all actuality, what you have to realize, Pisces, is that you're just living. You're just living. But it doesn't feel that way to you. It doesn't look that way to you. You know what I mean? To you, you feel like you're being irresponsible. You feel like you're letting everyone down by just trying to have something for yourself, and therefore you starting to feel childish, and you're just hanging in there with it. You know what I mean? Instead of just sitting pretty on your perch as you should be. But the great news is, I think you're coming to the end of the cycle, and things will change for you. I think the all will open your eyes and show you things, put you on a new cycle, and something new is going to happen for you. Okay? Let's get this final message from the universe for Pisces. Three of Stones in reverse. Okay, this is about the divine moving out the way. You know what I mean? The ancestry, the traditional things that you do, the things that you've done in tradition, and just moving them out the way. This is about uprooting. This is no longer holding up self-sustaining stones. You're not holding them up no more. If they fall, they just fucking fall. This is not leaving your back open and having your back out, being vulnerable. Okay? I think this is the universe showing you, or they all showing you, that it's time to let go. It's time to uproot. It's time to move on. It's time to do for Pisces instead of doing for everybody and everything. Let's go back to this. I don't even remember what this shit was about. You know what I mean? Work, probably. The end of a tough cycle approaches. The end of a tough cycle approaches, and we end this. We end this with the world tree. The world tree, if you guys don't know, and tarot is about a story about a fool, or in my case, in my deck, Wildwood Tarot deck, it's a wanderer. That's the number 0 card. And you come across all these different entities. The number 1 is the shaman. The number 2 is the seer. The 3 is the green woman. The 4 is the green man. You come across all these people. And through this whole journey, you learn something new. You take a tool, you take a gift from each one, until you get all the way down to the 21st card, which is the world tree. And this is the last one of the major arcana. Once you get there, you have knowledge of the world. And you start a new cycle with something else. Right? So, this is the end of this cycle right here. Right here, this is the summary for the future. And it's funny because your Moonology Oracle card is the end of a tough cycle approaches. Full moon in Capricorn. How hard are you willing to work for what you want? This card is reminding you that effort is required. Work issues may be about to come to a head when this card comes up. If you are wondering if you should stay in your job or leave, this card can be a strong sign to make an exit. The end of a rough time is forecast. This card also asks you to consider how ambitious you are and whether you're prepared to pull out all the stops to make your professional dreams come true without being ruthless. With a love question, this card can be a call to face reality. Whatever situation you're asking about, making a plan will help. If your personal life is troubled, prioritize it more. The attuned to the moon is release control and trust the universe. Release control and trust the universe, Pisces. All right. That's your reading for January. I think that's the last reading I'm going to do for the night. I got to give me some rest because I got to do a lot of motherfucking driving tomorrow. So, you know, I don't know if I said that I'm in my semi, so on and so forth, whatever. Anyway, appreciate you guys for tapping in. You guys, my Facebook viewers, remember, tap on that link and you'll be able to find this video, but I am going to remove it from off my page. Just want you guys to see me out here going live again. My YouTube viewers, check out the playlist, tarot for January 2022. And you find all the videos in there that I've done thus far for this month. I've done Leo, Libra, Virgo, Scorpio, and now Pisces, and Taurus is next. I'm not doing Taurus tonight though. I don't think so. Maybe if I get lay down and get the toss of the turn and this shit, maybe I'll get back up and do it. Anyway, I doubt it. If I take my ass to sleep, I'm so motherfucking tired. Anyway, appreciate you guys for tapping in. Love, blessings, light, and peace.